This story was sent to me by Ashton Lewis by way of Tariq Nasheed. This man's name was Jesse Jarvis. Was as in past tense because the motherfucker is no longer breathing. And rightfully so. So he was a white supremacist. He belonged to a group or some kind of Facebook group. He was 36 years old. And he was killed outside of a New Hampshire Chinese restaurant. Now, this guy had the ultimate deal of white privilege pretty much a good chunk of his adult life. Like, when I was reading through the article that's posted by Raw Story, they went all the way back to 1999 when he had involvements with various gangs and whatnot. Let me, as a matter of fact, I'm going to pause this right quick and see if I can actually find what it says, because he has a pretty lengthy rap sheet. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to pause the video. I have it pulled up right here. It came up pretty fast. It said he has been in and out of prison since 1999 when he was arrested for shoplifting, resisting arrest. There's that term again, the same thing they love to use on black people, but they'll never use it on their own. And attempting to escape from a hospital where he was under treatment for acute intoxication. Now, all of this happened back in 1999. It says he was arrested in 2005, which is 6 years later, for kicking 2 Claremont police officers, and police shot and killed his father 3 years later in 2008 when they tried to arrest the younger Jarvis for alleged assault and stealing a Nazi flag. So basically, he's responsible for his father's death, in a way. Anthony Jarvis fired a handgun at a state trooper. Oh, okay, never mind, not him. This is a younger brother. So apparently, it's just a family full of thugs. Anthony Jarvis fired a handgun at a state trooper during a 2008 standoff, and the law enforcement officer returned fire. Jarvis told a parole board in 2013 that he had left the prison gang he helped found, but he was recently listed as an administrator of an online white supremacist group. It says, "We must secure an existence for our race and the future of Aryan children," Jarvis told a reporter who asked last month about the white supremacist Facebook page. His personal Facebook page shows multiple posts referring to that 14-word white nationalist slogan, along with posts praising Nazi leader Adolf Hitler and attempts to justify his own white supremacist views as mainstream patriotism. "He was truly a great man who stood for those who couldn't stand alone," said Phil Mulvey, who grew up with Jarvis, and says they formed a lifelong friendship over their troubled upbringings. "He was much more than the crazy racist many try to portray him as." Now, this white guy who is his friend, this Phil character, he knows that his so-called friend was a staunch racist. But he got on cold real quick and was not going to bash him in the public eye. That's something us as black people need to learn how to do. But, we need some work in that category. But yeah, I can honestly say, just like I say with my heroin videos, I feel absolutely nothing about the death of this man. Because it is not every day you get to hear stories like this. They come a dime a dozen. They come so rarely, I can say rarely or often. He got what was coming to him. That's all I can say. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll talk to you in the next one.